As our interviewer, I am Rosin Stapik from the interviewer team, and as our special guest, we have the visionary and dedicated leader of the Excelsior School, our principal, Mr. Prashant Rajak. So tell us, sir, how are you feeling today?
I'm feeling very happy.
That's wonderful to hear. Shall we start with the question?
Sure, let's begin.
So, about Moon, how do you believe participating in Moon session benefits students academically and personally?
Okay, thank you for your question. So, participating in Moon is more of our culture here at Excelsior School. So, we do not tend to have our students just participate in the name of participation, but like we have different sort of categories here in the school. If you people have seen that, like our students of grade 7, they start to know what MUN program is when they are in grade 7 as they become a part of the press and IT team. So moving forward, like grade 8 students, they participate themselves in the legislative parliament as the delegates of various parties. Moving to grade 9, they happen to represent themselves as the delegates of different countries, and grade 10 students get the chance of organizing the whole MUN program. So that is something that we try to make here in the school, and this not only benefits in the academic side, but also like their personal growth is also over there. So what I can see is, like, I can see my students of grade 10 very enthusiastically trying to manage the whole program from the logistic part, from the artistic part, like aesthetically, or let's say in all the aspects they try to manage it. So the dais, 21 dais members, the secretary general, the crisis head, everyone, they try to perform their best. And like I can see you people right now here who are taking the role of an interviewer and trying to interview the heads of the school. Similarly, I can have my students here whom I can see like trying to have some sort of good effort in the technological part too. So this is something with regards to growth personally. And on top of that, like academically, you people research a lot whenever you come to this. So the students of grade 8, they research a lot on the political parties of Nepal. So they try to know what like the legislative parliament runs here in Nepal. Moving to grade 9, they learn a lot of things regarding the international committees. They try to learn about like what is going on in the whole world right now, how are the situations being handled over there. They try to know each and everything through research, so they dive into more about the learning phase. So this is not just bookish, but like they try to have more ideas, because once the students come practically, they try to learn something about they like, or they are trying to present, or they research, so they learn more. That is the main philosophy that we have always been undertaking. So it's a overall growth package program. Moon is not just like the public speaking, not just simply a debate, but like it's moreover everything that I would like to say.
We are glad to hear that. What motivated you to bring MUN session to school?
Okay, as I always have been advocating this thing, so it is not me who has brought this program here in the school, but I would like to thank our chairperson, Madam Sital Rada. So she has been the role model for all of us. So wherever she goes, whatever she does, like she is a very workaholic person. So it's 24/7, I would say, like she always have been thinking about the school, about the students, about the teachers and all. So it is her major part that I'd like to say. She once happened to have a chance to know about the MUN that was conducted in Ratu Bangla School in the year 2012. So from there, she was the one who brought the idea here to school, and we have been the supporters for our idea, and we have tried to become a good implemented here, and we implemented the program.
We are thankful for that opportunity. Could you share about your participation during your school life in similar debating and leading programs?
Okay, I have to say, like, during our times, these kind of events that happen in the school nowadays were in very less number. So we got very less amount of chance to participate in these kind of things. And most importantly, like, if you just try to see, here at Excelsior School, we try to focus for, or let's say we try to have the programs for each and every student, where every student participates. Let it be the program like the academic program like TESMUN, or let it be a simple Parents Day where the students dance, perform, or sing. So what you can see here is, like, we manage the programs in which all the students get chance to have their roles in this form or that. So in our times, like, it was the only one who was very good or who was very much outspoken could perform. But what I can see here is, like, even though, like, we have students who are academically not so bright, but when they participate in these kind of programs, we happen to see the transformation within them, and they try to do quite good in their life. So learning is not just like securing the marks in the exam or maxing the paper, but it's moreover having the avenues open in life. So I would say, like, you people are much more luckier than I was in my time.
So can you share any success stories of students who have excelled in MUN and how it impacted their future?
Okay. It was about 4 days back. Four of our students came here at Excelsior School. So they were the batch of 2011-2012. So it was somewhat about 4:30 in the evening. They happened to come, and they were remembering the events that they participated upon, and TESMUN was one of them, because they were the ones who were, let's say, the first one to inaugurate the program. So some of them, like among the 4 students, one of them was doing her PhD in biochemistry. We had few doctors over there, a dentist over there, and a social media influencer. So everyone had some sort of remembrance, or let's say their experience regarding MUN here in the school. And not only this was, like, I have a few students who passed their SE or SLC exam from here. Few are doing quite good even in, like, United States. He is Mr. Monsoon Himire. He has been telling, like, he is doing quite good and organizing the same kind of event, like, even in the United States. And a few years back, like, we had the student named Avas Sharma. He came to school a year back, and he was telling, like, he has been organizing more than 30 MUNs after he has passed SE exam here. So I can say, like, my students are doing good. And on top of that, I would like to, like, sort of like the cherry and the cake, even the parents who usually feel like there are a lot of programs here in the school that might hamper the education of my children, but after they pass, after they happen to have their children pursue their higher studies, they even tend to say, "Sir, whatever it is, MUN has been a very beautiful program. My child is able to say, like, wherever he or she goes, he or she is able to have a very good conversation, a very good negotiation with the whole team, or let's say even the colleges are very happy to have the scholarship to them." So I would say, like, MUN is really creating a very good platform to all the students.
You must be proud of those students.
Yeah, who would be much more proud than me at the moment?
We hope to be one of them. So,
I wish the same.
thank you, sir. How do we gather feedback from students and faculty about the Moon session and regarding the conduct of Moon coordinators?
Okay, I do not believe in the secondary data collection. So what I do is like I try to go with the students. I talk with them usually. How are they feeling? How are they finding out? So I have a direct primary conversation with the students usually, and I try to see how they are doing, what they are doing. Even the placards that are being raised in the classes by the students justify me like how the programs are being. It is not that I try to listen to someone because like whenever you ask anything in the market, it's always two-sided. Some of them might feel it is good, some might feel it is not good. So it's always a biased thing over there. So to be unbiased, you should be the one primarily judging the thing. So what I do is I try to see how my students, because I know like I have seen their gradual development. The students who are in grade 10 right now have been studying here in my school since their nursery classes. So 13 years down the line, I know how they were and I can see their performance right now. So that will determine me how my students have been doing. So I usually have a direct interaction with my students. I try to see, I try to evaluate their work. I try to judge how they are doing. So judgment has to be done on his or her own performance rather than comparing with anyone. If you try to compare an apple and an orange, there is always a difference. So compare the apple with the apple and the orange with the orange.
So what kind of feedbacks have you gotten?
I can see like this is the third after the two practice session. This is the final session that we are having. I'm happy with my students how they are doing, and the level of program is also increasing every year. So the benchmark is always being set more.
We are glad to reach our expectations. What kind of support and resources does the school provide for MUN session?
So we try to support at the opt. So everything that is necessary and that is possible, we try to help to the school. And for your information, like from this year onwards, we are planning to even give the certificate of participation for all the delegates so that will become an asset for them in their days to come. So everything, no stones are left unturned.
How does MUN program align with the school's overall vision and goals?
Okay, the school's vision is always like giving a better education, the quality education to everyone. So we believe on having the best here in the school. So once you have the habit, the culture of collaboration, you have the habit of cooperation, you try to have the students as we want. So for that, like you need to research a lot. You need to have the habit of researching, you need the habit of learning. So once it is there, so I can say like it merges with the school's vision. So the school's vision is also like balancing everything, your mind, body, heart and soul. So this program also balances everything. It is not just your outer aesthetics, but it is moreover your physical, your mental, your emotional, your spiritual, everything aligning together. So this aligns everything in the one streamline as the school's vision. So it will give a good crest to the whole moment.
What are your long-term goals for the MOON program at the school?
So making it better in the days to come, integrating it with the technology, using the best artificial intelligence wherever it is possible, or maybe like giving it a new height. As I said, in the year 2012, how we started, you people featured yourself it in the MUN video yesterday. So that was the day when we started, and this is the day when we start. So we are having a good kind of interview here in this kind of cozy podcasting room. Differs from the one that we had previously. So we need to set the new benchmarks every time because Once you achieve something, if you become happy, if you become contented, then the development stops. So for the development always to go on, to move on, so you need to understand a very important theory. Anything that does not grow dies. So we need to grow each and every day if we want to be alive.
So at the end, would you like to leave few words for the next delegates?
We would like to see you better than what this MUN 2024 has done. See all of you, let's see all the delegates in a good positive vibe in the year 2025.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Rosin.
Thank you, sir.